it doesn't necessarily have to be specifically women products. The thing is, we're dealing with women's shelters that are in need of women products, but also home products, cleaning products and stuff like that. And the thing is, what inspired me to do this was, I took a genders roles, a women history class, and I was actually inspired and motivated to help any which way informed that I can for women, because it opened my eyes in terms of how much women had to go through in different phases of feminism to actually try to be treated as equals. And I know it isn't completely fixed today, but we are on the right path to fix this and try to make it perfect. And I was inspired by that. Yeah, it's a final project of mine, and of course I want to do really well, but it means a lot more to help the community and help people in need. And what we're here today is to maybe try get an approval to see where we can drop these different Dropbox locations, so that we can figure out a time of when to do it or when people can pass by, so at the end I can give some of the stuff that's donated to these women's shelters. And that's what we're here for today. Any questions? Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool.
Are these going to be out, or did you?
No. We wanted to get to make sure that it was approved by you guys before we started doing it.
Oh, cool. Great.
Yeah, so if anything, like afterwards, if y'all have time, we could like chat about it, but I don't see why not we could like have these in the SGA office for y'all to like, of course, keep around. That way people come in and out of the office, they could like leave items, whatever it is.
Perfect.
But yeah, like, we can go more into detail about how we could like get promoting this and all that.
We also, we have a flyer made.
Oh, do you? Oh, good.
So if it's possible, if we do get approved, maybe you guys can put it through social media, or maybe try to get more traction that way. Because obviously I'll be donating myself, but I want everybody to put in their own efforts as well.
Oh, wow. Of course. Carl?
You should reach out to Residents Hall Association, because we do drop boxes at every place, and
Okay.
they would love to have, like, yeah.
Perfect. I'll get more information once this meeting is done. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much. All right, so that should be done with programming. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and move into unfinished business. Okay, Kelly?
Motion to withdraw bill, yes, F 2019-30 VetNet return.
Is there a second? In order for the bill to be withdrawn, we need a 2/3 majority vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? All those abstaining? Bill has been withdrawn. All right, so we'll go ahead and move throughout the order. So it's Psychology Club here. Come on up, it's your time. So now considering bill F 2019-27 Psychology Club Class 3 Recharter.
Now reading bill number F 2019-27, be it enacted by the legislature of the Student Government Association of Montclair State University Incorporated that whereas Psychology Club would like to recharter as a Class 3 organization under the Student Government Association, and whereas Psychology Club will be a great benefit to the Montclair State University undergraduate campus community, and whereas Psychology Club would like to receive a charter for the spring 2020 to fall 2020 time period. Be it resolved that Psychology receives a charter from spring 2020 to fall 2020. Submitted by Kelly Garrettson, SJ President Pro Tem for October 21st, 2019.
Okay, I'd like to make a friendly amendment to the last line, so it's a Psychology Club.
Is there a second?
Not
Amendment has been adopted. Okey doke.
okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, you know the drill. I say the same thing every time. So, yeah, enjoy the presentation.
All right, sounds good. Any questions for the author? All right, organization report. So you'll have 6 minutes to give your presentation. Once it's ready to go, feel free to get started. And of course, at the 5-minute mark, I'll give you a 1. So the floor is yours.
It's over here.
So you can't see it, but just press the, yeah, I don't know why this happens. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Alexandra. I'm the secretary of the Psychology Club. So we're the class organization. So basically, Psychology Club is an organization where we try to make an atmosphere for anyone that is a psych major. I'm personally a psych major. And anyone that even has an interest of it, and we try to just make it a fun environment for everyone to come and just get learn different things. Like when our meetings, we have themed meetings with different topics, or we have educational aspects to it, where we give each other advice during like class selections, where we suggest professors, or we suggest classes, what we liked, and everything. Or we've had the Humanities department, like career services people come. So we just give different opportunities, we reach out to different topics. It's really for everyone, which is awesome. We try to make it open and not just solely people that are studying it, anyone that has interests, minors, majors. So that's basically what we do. We feel like everybody has a contribution. What makes us different is that one of the clubs at ours is a concentration of one subject, which is cool to have, because if you just have this one interest in something, even if you don't want to like just major in and study it, you can still go to a place where their sole interest is in the club. And it's just an area to socialize with people who are really like-minded, people who also have the interest in the topic. It is a mixed environment, and we do have like people that are like, I'm an education major, but I really like this part of psychology. So they come in and interact and so on and so on. And we do have people like professors who come in from concentrations. We take suggestions from people like what they're studying, and we bring those professors in. They talk about lab experiences they have, or just internships, how to find internships and stuff of that sort. So this is just a list of some stuff we have going on currently, coming up in the next few weeks, and what we've done in the past. The first few, we've done a lot more that you will see at a later on slide. That these have been really successful events we've had in the past. We do, as you see, we have professors come in, we try to make even stuff like the election party, when we do e-boards, we've done ice cream socials. Today we even have game night trivia going on as we speak, actually. And we just have some options coming up also, which we want to show, like card making we're doing possibly for Christmas and everything. So that's some of the events we've done. They're just really just either psych related or just to bring a lot of people together who are like-minded, interact with people, be very social, things of that sort. What we'd like to hold in the future, this is just some of them. We have a lot more options to do for like Valentine's Day, for the spring and everything. And we want to co-sponsor more people, and so if any clubs reach out to us. Also, so we want to do ice cream social, we want to do canvas painting, again, we've done that in the past and that was really successful. We want to have an event where we have the end of Humanities School for the career service to come in and interact and make that the whole event. And we just have a lot more like events coming up, like in the works that we have to put in the process. For the spring, we want to do a lot more like stress events and everything, because that's a huge thing for college students, is being like stress relief and everything. So we try to make one big event a semester around finals or midterms to kind of relieve that stress. We do activity like the stress balls we've done in the past. So that's one thing. These are just some of them that we want to hold in the future. One of the benefits we have on this campus is that a lot of other schools do it too, but it kind of, again, just brings a lot of people together that also have the common interest in psychology. It gets people involved. Until I became a psych major, I didn't know this was an option until I went to the Humanities and I saw it. So I think it's really great that we're kind of being shown more, because in the last year and a half, we've really grown. I'll explain that in a later slide. But it's just, we want to become also more active on campus, do more community service, we want to get involved in other clubs. And fundraising, we just want to be more interactive, and the opportunity to become more involved. We're slowly growing as a club again in the last year and a half or so, so that's really great. And we want to bring more again, speakers and everything in. And just we're helping, just help people figure out what they want. We do a lot of career stuff also with labs. A lot of people have gotten lab placements and stuff from our club and everything, and research experience and things of the sorts. So our e-board consists of 5 people, the main positions: president, vice president, the public relations, treasurer, and me, the secretary. We have 1 advisor. Generally, on range, we have 20 people that come to every meeting. In the last year and this year, so far this year alone, we've had around 95 people coming back, and every week we have about 10 new people or so, 5 to 10 new people, which is really great. We grew a lot the last year and a half or so, which is great, which that was our goal the whole time. We want to continue growing because that's just the goal. We want to be more known on campus and make people aware and have a place they can come with their interests and everything. So yeah, on average we had like 20 people. So far we've had just this amount of money, but we're planning on spending a lot more money on future events. We've had a few hiccups with like events and stuff, but so far that's what we have. We're gonna have a lot more coming. We just haven't processed. We haven't been processed or anything. This is the future events. So this is what we have so far for this semester. But again, we have a few more events we want to possibly do, and also next semester we're planning on having a lot more. They're just being planned out right now, so those will be submitted very soon. So we will be using our budget. It's just putting everything in later. So this is our accreditation report for the last year or so for that. Just shows some more events we've had in the past like year. So I think basically why we should gain the re-charterment again is that it's a really fun group of people that come together all the time. We are growing, and there's people that see us around, like, people see us around campus, they're like, oh, you're from site, like, everyone's kind of making friends, interacting, there's weekly people, like, we go to org fair, and, like, people see us again, I'm like, oh, we'll see you, like, when is it starting, and we'll see you, like, that day. So it's kind of nice to see, like, when I started, like, it went from, like, kind of like there's no, like, recognition of the club to, like, in the last year and a half, now we're seeing people recognize us from meetings, and we're trying to, like, build it up, and we're having more events, and we're trying to co-sponsor with other groups that we didn't know were there, and also that, like, so we're kind of just learning. We're learning the process, so there's not, like, a ton, it's just, we're learning from the bot, like, the club is growing, really, that's all I can say to that. Because we're growing, we really want to make an opportunity to become bigger on campus and make more people aware and have fun and join the site club and kind of find their interest if they're interested or majoring, and it gives them education opportunities and just a fun place to be.
All right, any questions for the organization? Kevin?
I noticed on your slide that you, for spring as well as fall, you don't know which tier you guys were? Do you know, for spring 2019 as well as fall 2018.
Yeah, I don't know that part. Is that just the like?
It's your like Red Hawk accreditation. I thought that this was in there. Did you guys change your PowerPoint a lot or no?
So we were
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Cause
my president, that's how it is. You guys need it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we have the documents. I guess we just didn't.
it's okay.
Tier one.
Okay, yep.
Tier one. Sorry.
Yeah. I was going to say, point of clarification to the legislature, we do have documentation of what tier y'all have, because like we keep it for our records. We do get tier 1, so.
Okay, sorry. I guess we didn't add it.
Okay. Any other questions for the organization, Patrick?
Can you go back to the past events slide? How come out of 8 events, it looks like only one of them was psychology related?
Well, the stress relief was the cognitive, and it's kind of just other stuff to just bring people together, the just community activities for the most part. We're trying to do a lot more, like, even like we're trying to do community service with the cards and everything. We're trying to do more, and in the past we've done other like psych experiments. We just didn't put it up on that one, but on the other page there's more teachers coming in and talking and labs and all that stuff.
Andrew?
Can you go back to your budget slide?
Yeah, that one.
Or the one with the
Yeah, that one.
go forward. The other one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You were saying for that you would have like more, like since your budget seems like you didn't spend that much in the semester, can you give us like a few things that may cost more for the next semester, like small little events that you might want to have planned?
I know we want to do a big, like, our goals to have like almost like I guess a Q&A session with the Humanities, like the career services, and have like people come in to like learn how to find internships. We want to have more professors come in, so like have bigger events in that aspect, to have like bigger events to draw more people, like the majors and the minors in, or just people who are interested in like, learning about just the humanities, because if you go for the humanities as a whole, that's one, again, we want, again, the stress event, we always like doing that, and that involves a lot of materials to do like different hands-on activities. There's like a census activity we want to do at one point, which is like food related and just a bigger event. Any professors that come in, we try to make that like just a big meeting for the most part. A lot of it's still in the making, but just like even handouts for like open house and stuff we want to do, because we never had that before, and that's something that would be really cool to hand out to like freshmen who are coming in or touring, and it's like we do the work fair and stuff. It's just really nice to have. So that's another one we're looking at too. Yeah.
Genevieve?
Yes, I wanted to, I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but I didn't see when you guys meet.
Oh, we meet once a week on today at 2:30 to 3:30.
Okay. Also, a suggestion for your upcoming events or something that would probably help or benefit your organization. Probably like, because I remember I picked up, I had psychology as a minor, so there were like little requirements that needed to be fulfilled to finish or fulfill that minor, like volunteering things or like stuff like that. And I think if you incorporated with the professors or sat down and talked to them, especially your psychology organization, I think you could help create more. I can't find a network connection. Create more volunteering or completion of those type of programs to help students that are psych majors or taking them as minors, because a lot of times the availability with people, it conflicted with those type of things, so that's maybe something you can keep in mind as well, or I don't know, like advising too helps with organizations.
Yeah, we definitely want to start doing that. That was something my president mentioned and my vice president mentioned, was doing more like community service activities around campus or off campus. Right. So it is definitely something I'll definitely relay that actually someone else mentioned that, because that's a really good point for even credit-wise. We're kind of just do it as like a club, but that'd be really interesting. I'll definitely tell them that, because that is something we're really thinking of, but to have it count and everything, that'd be really cool to do, to like help our community.
Kevin?
I don't know if I can ask this question, but since you guys are saying you're still trying to get on your feet and do more stuff, have you guys thought of maybe like moving down to class to start to do more things first and then pick it up after, or you guys feel comfortable where you can fulfill the requirements needed to stay in class 3 throughout, this academic year and next forthcoming?
I think we are maintaining it really well. It was more just, it was when a year and a half ago when we got it, it was not like a lot of people were coming. It was just not known. And I think right now we've grown a lot and we've been able to like maintain events. It's flowing, it's a lot of people. So I truly think that we can maintain it, and we have maintained it really well. It's just gaining our bearings again, and getting proper knowledge with like the SGA and working with everybody, which everyone's been really good with that. But just, that's really all it is. I think we definitely can handle it. It was more just getting the ropes of everything again and learning from trial and error. But yeah, I think we can. I think we've done really well with it.
Andrew?
I apologize if this question was answered already, but right now, like, it's looking like you're not getting close to like that $1,000 that like a constitute or would get. Do you guys know how you plan on getting to that point?
We a lot of our events coming up for the end of the semester, I'm pretty sure has a lot more. I don't know that part really. Sorry. But I know a lot of the events coming up do have to do with a lot of materials, supplies for the meetings, what we have going on for during the meetings. Just bring different. I guess that's really it. Bring food and everything, and just try to make people want to participate more, and just a lot of materials for the events and like coming up in our meetings and general cause, stuff like that we need the money for.
Any other questions for the organization? Okay, committee report?
I received a 101 unofficial positive-ish recommendation. 101, so it's not many people.
Questions for the committee? Debate and discussion on this bill? Savannah?
Alright, so I would just say that you guys should look into co-sponsoring more, just so you guys get the accreditation points. Just because it looks like you guys don't do that a lot, and that's a big way of getting your org out to people. That, and just start using your budget, start handing in that paperwork, just so that you guys can stay class 3, because I think that it can go places, and psych is a huge major on this campus. And so like, it's great that you guys have this, but in order to stay class 3, like, gotta start using that budget. And I know like, we were saying that, we've said it multiple times, but like, I think we're just saying it because there's a lot of orgs that aren't. So we just want to make sure that you guys are.
Because we've had issues with getting the money from it, or like paperwork being wrong, and then our date is up, and then we have an event, and then we have to like, so that's a lot of the reason why it's not here. Not trying to make
Yeah.
but just explaining why it's not here. We've just had issues with timing and handing it in, and then things that we approved and not seeing it.
Yeah, so just spend your time in the SGA office.
Yeah, that's more slowly do or like
It happens.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Kelly?
Yeah, I just want to say, so what we talked about kind of in committee too was like, that was obviously our first question about the budget, but they made it clear to us that there were hiccups in transition, and it was just a matter of, they are relatively new org on campus, but they really want to try, and they know that they can do it now they understand what they're doing, so they were comfortable saying where they were. But yeah.
Andrew?
I really like the idea of this club, but looking at the presentation, like everything I'm hearing, I'm not looking forward to voting it to be charged as class 3 org. I recommend being a class 4 org until you guys can get your bearings. So it sounds like you guys have high expectations for yourselves, and I admire that. But I'm not seeing anything right now. So I do like what the club has to offer, and I do think it would be very potential in the future. But as of right now, I recommend you guys try to charter as a class 4 organization.
Anything else in debate discussion? Marcus?
So my first semester, I did go to the psychology club, and it was very, very interesting how they operate. They're actually extremely psychology focused. With the presentations they have with the professors they came, that really helped me out. Where my actual pretty much picking classes, they do talk about like if you're gonna go for a next semester, they'll tell you which professors pretty much they recommend good professors versus bad professors. The speakers, like Dr. Yang, talked about women and men. That was one of the best discussions we had with one of the faculties. From my perspective, I think that should vote yes for a psychology club, because for the psychology majors or minors, pretty much every major, minor in general, you can come in, you can talk about psychology. It's pretty nice.
Patrick?
But do they need class 3 for that? Because that just sounds like a free discussion, and whereas they've only spent $50 a semester on, and everything else I've seen was not psych related. It kind of sounds like the have fun club.
No, not necessarily. If you did go to the meetings, you would see that they pretty much all the discussions are psych related. Cognitive, behavioral, pretty much you name it.
But as a war in class 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's a good organization, but I don't know. I think the discussion is whether it should be charged as a class 3 organization.
The amount of members that I've seen for the last 2 semesters and the beginning of this semester do relay that.
But the number of
Just give it 1 second. Paulette?
Oh, no, I just want to give you, good job on your presentation, okay? We're just trying to figure out what our decision is on. But I think that you could remain a class 3 in the midst of those bumps. I think we all need a second time to push ourselves up again, because all of us can testify that college is something. And, so I think that you are, for my vote, just positively saying you deserve to be a class 3, and I know that you're going to work harder, and that you're going to bring a pillow and blanket to the SGA office, and you're going to be there every single day.
Yeah, we're
trying.
trying.
So I think that you are able, and I think you're great, because psychology is one of our 3 biggest majors here at Montclair University. And if you don't have that accreditation as a class 3, I feel like as a class 4 you won't have that name really brought out. While class 3 you can have more course sponsorships, more money, and then you will be able to budget your money and be able to use those $1,000. So you did a great job. Okay.
Kelly?
Yeah, I just want to make a point that was brought up to my attention as well. So I, like y'all, am very concerned, like always seeing the budget and being like, okay, so that's really important. But there also is a lot of other things that like go into the orgs being the class that they are. So whether it be the membership or kind of like presence on campus. So just keep that in mind as well as you move forward. So.
And just point of clarification to the legislature, just be mindful too that if hypothetically this bill were to be voted opposed, there would no longer be an organization recognized under the SGA. So let's just be mindful of that moving forward.
If y'all as a legislature decided you wanted to consider them but only for a class 4, you could make a motion to do that, and then if you voted for that, then they'd still be on campus. That is an option open to y'all, but you don't have to motion for that.
Kelly?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep piggybacking off y'all. So if someone feels like they want a motion to make them, to amend this bill for a class 4, we can do that.
Yep.
And then we would vote on that amendment. So whether that amendment passed or not would determine whether the bill stays as a class 3 or a class 4.
Yep.
So if anyone wants to do that.
Does that all make sense, by the way? Okay. Anything else in debate and discussion? Devin?
What was their accreditation tier?
1, mentioned earlier, yep. So let's do stellar work point of clarification. They've met all the required points at the very least, or picked up with bonus points. And they've done what the SGA asks for them to do as an organization to be recognized. So commend y'all for that. Anything else in debate and discussion on this bill? All right, seeing none, we'll now go ahead and hold a vote. So in order for this bill to pass, we need a 2/3 majority vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? All those abstaining? Bill passes. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks so much for your time. All right, is Biology Club here? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move forward. Now considering Bill F 2019-33, Biology Club Class 2 return.
Now reading bill number F 2019-33, being enacted by the legislature of the Student Government Association, Montclair State University Incorporated, that whereas Biology Club was rechartered as a Class 2 organization under the Student Government Association, and whereas Biology Club would be a great benefit to the Montclair State University undergraduate campus, and whereas Biology Club was to receive a charter for the spring 2020 to fall 2020 time period. Be it resolved that Biology Club receives a charter from spring 2020 to fall 2020. Submitted by Kelly Garrettson, SGA President Pro Tem for October 28, 2019.
Author's report.
Motion to make a formal amendment from class 2 to class 3.
Is there a second?
Second.
In order for that, is there anything else any amendments that need to be made?
Great. Yes, I remember the club.
All right, in order for these amendments to pass, we need a 2/3 majority vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? All those abstaining? Amendments have been adopted. Anything else in the author's report?
No, you'll see.
Questions for the author? Organization report. So, once this comes up, you'll have 6 minutes to give your presentation. Start whenever y'all are ready, and of course at the 5-minute mark, you'll get a 1. So, the floor is yours.
No, it doesn't. Awesome. Is that helpful? So it'll be spacebar or without an arrow.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Valentina. I'm the president of Biology Club.
I'm Liba. I'm the vice president of Bio Club.
So yeah, we're just recharting as a class 3 again. The class 2 was a mistake on our part, but we're a tier 2 and we're renewing for spring 2020 to fall 2020.
So our main goal as a club on campus is basically to establish a ground for mostly bio majors. You're basically just any student that's interested in biology in any aspect of it. So we kind of serve as a basis where people can come and we basically form a little community of, biology enthusiasts where we host events and meetings and stuff where we discuss a lot of biology related subjects. So it also just kind of provides an aid for a lot of bio majors because it is very hard, especially coming in as a freshman or as a transfer in that major, to transition while dealing with the classes that we have to take, a lot of the weed out classes and stuff. So it's helpful for students to come in and get to communicate with other students that are in the same position or have been in the same position as them.
Okay, so what makes our club unique? So it's the only org on campus that focuses on biology, but even though it's not just biology focused, because biology is a very broad subject. So a lot of our members are, for example, like pre-med, or some of them are more interested in just like ecological aspects of biology. So we try to cover all those different types of aspects of bio. We also have a lot of connections because all of the EBOR ourselves are bio majors with professors. So we have had like students go to professors through us and like been able to make schedules for the future, and also have like research opportunities to go talk to them and kind of guide them. So these are some of the events that we've hosted and co-sponsored in the past. So like I said, we're all bio majors, so we're all like, very stressed out all the time. And a lot of our members are not bio majors, but they are like bio minors, or they just are stressed out because they are college students. So they really enjoy coming to our distress events. We have like about coloring books, like a diffuser time, or like some people just like to come and study, help one another out, have like little study sessions. We also have, we've had a medical seminar before. Like I said, a lot of our members are pre-med. So last semester we had an actual guest speaker from medical school come and give a seminar on like how to get into medical school, like tips and tricks, because we kind of go by what our audience wants, and that's kind of how we have like a bigger turnout. Recently we had a registration 101 event because after we did the org fair through CSI, a lot of freshmen came in and they were actually coming up to us like, oh, like we need help with registration, what professors do we take? A lot of them didn't know what a CRN was, so they kind of asked for our guidance, and we were like, okay, like we got you and stuff. And another like aspect of bio is also public health. So we had someone from the public health department kind of come to us and gave just like a seminar on certain topics like vaping, opioid use, STIs, things that are important that we care about in our org, because we want to just promote obviously like a healthier environment.
So some of our co-sponsorships that we've done, we did a campus cleanup recently with the environmental club, where most of the campus seems pretty clean, but when you go to the areas that you generally don't really go to, like behind car park or car park itself, it's pretty messy. So we did a campus cleanup with environmental club, and we went out and we picked up plastic and stuff. We did a medical school info session, basically just tips with what's required. A lot of students don't know things like research hours that you need to get done, clinical hours that you need to get done, so just those things being mentioned. We do tabling events with CAPS where we basically just help them set up around buildings such as CELF and stuff, where they promote mental health. We give out things like stress balls and stuff, so we do that pretty often. Major Madness we're involved in as well.
Like I said, like we like to promote like a healthier lifestyle, and in our org we promote a lot of like environmentally friendly things, which is why we do things with the environmental club. And also we're really big on mental health and de-stressing, and just like making it like less of a stigmatized topic. So we want to make it a more comfortable thing for our members to be open about. So that's why we work with CAPS a lot. And also we need community service hours as bio majors or just like college students. So a lot of events that we've had with like Greek Life have like given community service hours to our members.
So what we're planning in the future, we definitely want to do biology research events. A lot of our professors do their own research, and a lot of students would like to get involved with that. Me, myself, as a pre-med, I need to do research, so a lot of times we don't know who to reach out to, how to get in contact with our professors. So by doing the research events, we have bio professors come in, give presentations about their research, and then the students that come in to see, they're able to get insight on the type of research they're interested in, what they would like to go for. We're also are planning beach cleanups and stuff for the next semester. We want to partner up with an organization called Clean Ocean Action, and basically 2 times a year they clean up the beaches, like before summertime, after summertime. More de-stress events, we like to target them around like midterm time and like final time. We want to do like cute events too, where people can just come and have a good time, like DIY terrariums. And then we're also planning an end of semester holiday party, as well as like bake sales. And these are just some of the co-sponsorships we have going on right now for this semester. So we're co-sponsoring with Psych Club, Pre-Vet, Physics, SASA as well. So how we benefit our campus community is we basically just like to educate and involve bio majors or just people that are interested in biology and how to integrate their knowledge into the community. Biology is a big part of the world in general. It is a study of life. It is something that people should be more aware of in terms of how to keep the world clean in the environmental aspect, or even just like the medical aspect, which most of our students are a part of. So we just provide information on all of that. So the benefits as bio majors is that, like reaching out to bio majors, is a lot of them need assistance and guidance. They need connections, and we're basically kind of like the gateway that helps them get those connections, whether it's with professors or just bio staff in general. So yeah.
So our E-board is 6 members, 6 of us. There's the president, vice president, secretary, historian, and treasurer of public relations. We have one advisor. He's the chair of department of biology. He's the chair advisor of the biology department, which is why we kind of get a lot of like connections through him, and he helps out a lot with research and stuff. And then general members, around 40. I mean, for
like our general body meetings, we have around 20, 25, but when it comes to our events, we have around 30 to 40. So we basically want to receive a charter because we do have a lot planned for our club in terms of looking into the future. There's a lot we want to do with the budget we get as a Class 3 organization. We want to be able to host more events, get more students involved. That was basically our goal for this semester specifically, is to get more and more members so that in the upcoming future, the things we have planned, we're actually able to provide the things that those students end up needing. So yeah, so that's our goal.
Our org was actually inactive last year. We had to recharter last year, and through like Dr. Brandon, our advisor, kind of reached out to me, and we kind of just got this org on its feet again last semester. Last semester we didn't even have a treasurer, so we didn't have access to our funds. So we're kind of just again getting on our feet. We're actually getting known and more acknowledged as an organization. So that's been like really good for us, and we've had a really positive outlook on it. And it's been like motivating us to keep working harder. We sometimes do get overwhelmed as all bio majors, but that's why we have these distress events to kind of help ourselves out as well.
Is anyone going to ask a question about the presentation, or can I turn this off to not one?
For now, yeah, you're good. Questions for the organization? Okay, no questions. Committee report.
ARC